this Super Bowl obviously has a potential historic ring to it because of what's going on with the Chiefs. What do you say, Gronk, to anybody who thinks that the Chiefs are closing in on the Patriots dynasty right now? What do you think?
Well, I don't think they're closing in on just everything that we've accomplished through our dynasty, because it was over 2 decades. I mean, you had that first dynasty decade from 2002,
yes,
kind of like the 2010, and then
started in the Superdome, by the way.
Yes, it did, right here when Tom won his very first one, and then it trickled into the second decade, which, you know, with myself, Julian, and those type of guys, Devin McCourty, but what they have done over the last 10 years, I believe it's the best decade of dominance for a dynasty, especially if they get the three-peat, because that means they've won 4 over the last 10 years, and the Patriots, they did 3 and 3. So you got to give them credit for the best decade dynasty, but overall, it's not the best dynasty over a length of time yet. And they can, you know, they can do it. They still have the chance. I mean, Andy Reid can still coach another 10 years. Patrick Mahomes can play another 10 years, and then they can have the best dominance of a dynasty over 2 decades. But so far, it's still the Patriots, baby.
And you know, your records are too many to mention, Drew. There's a gajillion of them. But you see what Mahomes is doing before he's even 30 years old. How does that hit you as you're watching?
Well, look, I mean, I think that's what's so remarkable about this. The guy has started for 7 years. He's got 7 conference championship games, and he's playing in his 5th Super Bowl. I mean, so if you take that, and if you could spread that over the course of a body of work that spans 18, 20 years, like, look, I think the conversation with, you know, Brady and Mahomes right now, look, Brady played 23 seasons, right? 10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 Super Bowl wins. I think what Mahomes has accomplished in his first 7 years is certainly unprecedented. If they win 3 in a row, unprecedented. But I think the body of work is kind of what you have to look at. And honestly, I think, I mean, how many could this guy win, right? If you start looking at the next 10 years. And it's going to be with different eras. Like, at some point, he's going to lose Travis Kelce, right? And he's going to have to basically do it with a whole new cast of guys. And yet, as long as he is the guy pulling the trigger, you know, at the helm, and then with an Andy Reid or someone who's, you know, kind of orchestrating all of that, then, man, this could last for a while.
Have you given your prediction yet, or you got to wait till?
Yeah, well, I've been wrong over the last 2 years. I actually chose against the Chiefs, so I can't do that 3 years in a row. So I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs to score 30 and the Philadelphia Eagles to score 26. And I'm going to go even deeper into it.
Yeah.
It's going to be 26-23. There's going to be 2 minutes left, and Patrick Mahomes is going to drive down the field and score a touchdown. They're going to kick the extra point to make it 30-26.
And that's a very specific prediction. What about you, Drew Brees? What about you?
Well, I think Saquon is going to go off. He's going to do what he does.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take away a couple possessions from the Chiefs, and it's going to cause them to get a little bit, like, you know, kind of press a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I think the Eagles are going to they're going to be up 10 in the 4th. And then the Chiefs are going to come roaring back to tie this thing.
On the edge of my seat.
But the last possession is going to go to the Eagles to drive down with a game-winning kick opportunity, and I don't know what's going to happen after that.
Oh, man. Right to the end.
Oh, man. That was a thriller.
This is a thriller. Great to have you here. By the way, you missed a spot. It's on Gronk's left side of his brain. There you go. Now Gronk's ready for the rest of it.
That's my wingman. That's why I got him.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.